Clogged arteries, also known as atherosclerosis, occur when fatty deposits or plaque accumulate in the walls of arteries. Over time, this plaque can narrow the arteries, limiting blood flow and increasing the risk of heart disease. In some cases, the built-up plaque breaks up due to high blood pressure and can form a clot, leading to a heart attack or stroke. Around 3 in every 4 heart attacks is caused this way. Arterial plaque buildup can be caused by an unhealthy diet, lack of exercise, smoking, high levels of stress, and genetic factors. But fortunately, there are several vitamins that have been shown to prevent and even reduce plaque buildup in arteries, as well as supporting all-round heart and blood health. So today, we'll discuss the top 5 vitamins that unclog arteries. We'll explore the science behind them, as well as the best food sources to ensure you're getting enough. Plus, extra tips for getting the most out of these vitamins. But before we dig in, can you do us a favor? Click on the thumbs up and help us spread the word about heart disease prevention, and ring the bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. We want to make sure you get the latest info so you can live a long, healthy life. And stick around to find out how to get 2 heart healthy free gifts. We guarantee both you and your heart will love them. Okay, number 5. B vitamins. B vitamins are a group of water-soluble vitamins that play a crucial role in various physiological processes. B vitamins, specifically vitamin B6, B12, and vitamin B9, also known as folate, can help prevent the development of atherosclerosis. They do this by reducing the levels of homocysteine in the body. Homocysteine is an amino acid that's associated with increased risk for heart disease and stroke. The body uses vitamin B6, vitamin B9, and vitamin B12 to break down homocysteine. If these vitamins are deficient, homocysteine levels can increase, leading to the development of atherosclerosis. Research shows that individuals with higher levels of B vitamins have lower levels of homocysteine and are less likely to develop atherosclerosis. Some of the best food sources for these B vitamins include leafy greens, asparagus, broccoli, avocado, chickpeas, beans, salmon, chicken, turkey, bananas, and citrus fruits. And B12 sources include clams, oysters, beef liver, trout, salmon, tuna, yogurt, milk, and cheese. Get plenty of these in order to reduce homocysteine and take care of your arteries. While B vitamins can be obtained through a healthy diet, many individuals may not consume enough of these vitamins to achieve optimal levels. Early symptoms of deficiency include extreme tiredness, numbness, and feeling weak. Vegans are prone to vitamin B12 deficiency, and it's not found naturally in plant-based foods, although some cereals and plant milk are fortified with B12, as well as yeast spreads like Marmite. B12 is particularly important during pregnancy and for older people. The body's ability to absorb B12 can decrease with age and due to other factors. In these cases, supplementation with B vitamins may be recommended by a healthcare professional, but food sources are generally the best place to start. Number 4. Potassium. Potassium regulates the body's fluid balance, supports healthy nerve and muscle function, and plays a critical role in preventing clogged arteries. One of the ways potassium helps prevent clogged arteries is by regulating blood pressure. High blood pressure is a major risk factor for atherosclerosis. When blood pressure is too high, it can damage the walls of arteries, which then accumulates plaque as a protection mechanism, like putting a plaster over a cut. Potassium regulates blood pressure by counteracting the effects of sodium. Sodium can raise blood pressure by causing the body to retain water, which can become a problem. But no fear, potassium to the rescue. Potassium helps the body eliminate excess sodium, preventing blood pressure from becoming too high. Thus, the risk of atherosclerosis is reduced. There are several foods that are rich in potassium, including avocados, bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, beans, beetroot, and apricots. Including these in your regular diet promotes healthy blood pressure and may prevent the development of clogged arteries. However, it's worth noting that some people may need to be cautious about their potassium intake. People with medical conditions like kidney disease or heart failure may be advised to limit their potassium intake. Additionally, some medications, such as certain blood pressure medications, can require caution. People taking these medications should speak with their healthcare provider about potassium to ensure they are consuming an appropriate amount. Number 3. Vitamin E. Vitamin E works by preventing the oxidation of low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol, commonly described as bad cholesterol. As we've discussed in earlier videos, LDL isn't necessarily bad, and in fact, it's used in every cell in our body. But bad things happen when LDL gets oxidized, largely due to unhealthy foods like deep-fried foods, unhealthy vegetable oils, refined grains, and excess sugar. Think of LDL cholesterol as a fragile molecule that can be easily damaged under certain conditions. Vitamin E acts like a protective shield surrounding the stabilizing LDL cholesterol, preventing it from oxidizing and damaging artery walls. Vitamin E is abundant in the food sources we've already discussed, including nuts, dark leafy greens, fruits, and vegetables. It's fairly easy to get sufficient vitamin E through a healthy diet. However, the 2002 National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey found that diets of most Americans provide less than the recommended daily average of vitamin E. Ensuring your diet includes plenty of whole fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds is the best way to tick the box and ensure you're giving your body enough. Not only does vitamin E support heart health, it also protects against age-related eye problems, such as macular degeneration and cataracts. It moisturizes the skin and protects it from damage, and may play a role in preventing cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease. Before we get to number 2, Heart Disease Code would love to give you a free book, The Surprising Truth About Fat and Cholesterol, plus the first episode of the untold story of heart disease, something that everyone concerned about heart health should watch. Click the link in the description below to claim these free gifts. Okay, let's get back to the list. Number 2. Vitamin D. The sun. That glorious ball of fire in the sky provides us with light, warmth, and vitamin D. That's right, one of the best sources of vitamin D is the sun. When we expose our skin to sunlight, our bodies naturally produce vitamin D, which also plays a role in keeping arteries healthy. Vitamin D helps regulate the production of inflammatory cells that contribute to the development of atherosclerosis. In addition, it helps improve the body's ability to absorb calcium, which is important for maintaining strong bones and reducing the risk of fractures. In areas with limited sunlight during the winter months, getting enough vitamin D can be tricky. Fortunately, there are several food sources of vitamin D, including fatty fish like salmon and tuna, eggs, and fortified milk and yogurt. Fruits and veggies don't contain it, but mushrooms do. And of course, when it comes to sun exposure, it's important to strike the right balance. While getting enough sunlight is important for vitamin D production, overexposure to the sun can increase the risk of skin damage and skin cancer. So avoid the hottest times of the day and limit your sun exposure. And as an extra tip, you might consider getting a little sunshine after eating a green salad. Research published in the journal Photochemistry and Photobiology found that when the active compound in leafy greens, chlorophyll, is exposed to light, as would happen when sunshine soaks through the skin, helped to regenerate coenzyme Q10, a blood antioxidant heavily linked to the prevention of heart disease. Number 1. Vitamin K. Vitamin K might not be as famous as the others, but it's worth paying attention to. In addition to its role in healthy blood clotting and strong bones, vitamin K also plays a major role in preventing heart problems, such as atherosclerosis. Vitamin K regulates calcium metabolism in the body and prevents the buildup of calcium in the arteries. It's like a traffic controller, directing the calcium to your bones and teeth where it's needed so that it doesn't aggregate in the arteries. There are two main forms of vitamin K, K1 or phylloquinone, which is found in green vegetables such as kale, spinach, and broccoli, and K2, menaquinone, which is in fermented foods like natto and sauerkraut, as well as in cheese and butter. Studies link low levels of vitamin K to increased risk for heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. This is why cardiologists encourage green vegetables and fermented foods for their proactive and preventative benefits, which is a far better option than becoming reliant on medication where things get complicated. Some individuals who have already crossed that threshold may need to be cautious when it comes to vitamin K intake. For example, people taking blood-thinning medications, such as warfarin, may need to limit their intake of vitamin K, as it can interfere with the effectiveness of these medications. In these cases, it's often to get a consistent amount of vitamin K so that any interactions can be managed. So speak with a healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet. So, there you have it, 5 vitamins that unclog arteries. Number 5, B vitamins. Number 4, potassium. Number 3, vitamin E. Number 2, vitamin D. Number 1, vitamin K. The key to remember is that eating a balanced diet full of nutrient-rich whole foods is the best way to ensure you're getting enough of these vitamins. We hope you found today's video useful, and would love to hear from you. Leave us a comment below and let us know if you enjoyed this video, as well as any other topics you'd like us to cover in future videos. And remember to get your 2 free gifts: The Surprising Truth About Fat and Cholesterol, and the first episode of the untold story of heart disease. Just click the link in the description below to get them both. And remember to like this video and click the subscribe button, so that you can stay up to date as we release new videos. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a happy and heart-healthy day.